You are about to enter a world where every rule about wealth is broken. Because Elon Musk does not live like a typical billionaire. The man who owns more than $800 billion does not stay in a luxurious mansion, but instead chooses a small space in the center of Starbase, Texas, a place where rockets launch into the sky every day, where work never stops. A man who could reach $1 trillion, yet lives minimally, drives cars he created himself, builds a family in a way no one expected, and at the same time runs empires that could change the future of humanity, from AI, space, to the very way humans exist. And the most shocking thing is not the amount of money he has, but the way he lives. Let me take you to discover 5 little-known facts about Elon Musk. Elon Musk lives in a $50,000 house or secretly owns a hidden $10 million mansion. As of 2026, Elon Musk still publicly states that his primary residence is only a small, prefabricated house worth about $50,000 in Starbase, Texas. A minimalist choice that is almost unbelievable for a man who owns hundreds of billions of dollars. This image spreads widely as a symbol of being unconcerned with material things. A billionaire living like an engineer, sleeping closer to rocket launch pads than in luxurious mansions. But that almost suspicious perfection is exactly what makes many people begin to question. Is this the whole truth? Behind the scenes, rumors in the high-end real estate circles in Texas have begun to appear that Musk may own a compound worth tens of millions of dollars, designed discreetly, almost invisible to the public, with multi-layered security systems and not appearing in ordinary records. According to unverified hypotheses, this is not just a residence, but a private base, where he both operates his work and protects his family and long-term plans from all eyes. But what makes this story more controversial is a deeper hypothesis, referred to by some as the $50,000 propaganda. Is that $50,000 house truly a lifestyle choice, or a carefully calculated image and financial strategy? In an America where property tax and wealth inequality are hot topics, not owning or minimizing tangible assets could be a way to become almost invisible to future wealth tax policies. And the question begins to sharpen. $50,000 possible house a lifestyle or a strategic retreat from the tax system? At the same time, the image of a person running SpaceX, Starlink, technologies that cover the globe, yet living in a small prefabricated house, unintentionally or intentionally, creates an extremely powerful narrative. A minimalist prophet, a billionaire not driven by material things. And this very image has helped Musk build a massive loyal fan base. People who not only admire him, but are also willing to defend him against every controversy. And that is where the line between reality and strategy becomes blurred. Is Elon Musk truly living minimally, or controlling how the entire world sees him? And if you think that is just a simple lifestyle, then his past is what truly explains everything. Elon Musk, from a bully boy to an $800 billion tycoon. A power game, not for the weak. This is not simply the story of a wealthy man. This is a journey of someone who dared to bet everything, stood on the edge many times, and each time emerged with greater power, more money and influence far beyond every standard. Elon Reeve Musk, born on June 28, 1971 in Pretoria, South Africa, grew up in a family that was both intellectual and complex. His mother was Mae Musk, a high-level model and nutritionist. His father was Errol Musk, a sharp but contradictory engineer. And from a young age, Elon was unlike any other child. While friends played outside, he immersed himself in books, code, and ideas ahead of their time. But the price was years of brutal bullying. At times, even hospitalization, along with a far from peaceful family childhood. At the age of 17, Musk made his first life-defining decision, leaving South Africa to avoid military service, leveraging his Canadian citizenship from his mother to open a new path, studying at Queen's University, then transferring to University of Pennsylvania, where he earned degrees in physics and economics, before entering Stanford for a PhD program. And after just 2 days, he dropped out because he realized a massive wave was forming. The internet. In 1995, he and his brother, Kimball Musk, and a friend founded Zip2, a city guide and mapping platform when the internet was still in its early stages. Musk coded himself, slept at the office, lived like someone obsessed with the future. And then in 1999, Compaq acquired the company for $307 million, bringing Musk about $20 million, a number enough to start a bigger game. He continued to found X, an online payment platform, which later became PayPal, although he was once pushed out of the CEO position. By 2002, eBay acquired PayPal for $1.5 billion, and Musk received about $175 million. At this point, he was no longer just an entrepreneur. He became a player with the capital to change the world. Instead of resting, Musk poured almost all of his money into ideas that most consider crazy. SpaceX was founded in 2002, mocked relentlessly. Yet this very company created reusable rockets, partnered with NASA, and deployed Starlink to provide global internet coverage. In 2004, Musk invested in Tesla and later became CEO, turning electric cars from a luxury concept into a symbol of the future, with models like Model S, Model X, Model Y, and Cybertruck, while also expanding into Tesla Energy, Neuralink, The Boring Company, and XAI, each project carrying the mark of someone who refuses to accept limits. In 2022, Musk made a shocking acquisition by buying Twitter for $44 billion and turning it into X, an ambitious platform. But behind the spotlight were life and death moments. In 2008, both Tesla and SpaceX were on the brink of bankruptcy. Musk poured his last remaining money into the two companies, a true all-in move, where if he failed, he would lose everything. But that very bet rewrote history. By 2026, Elon Musk's net worth is estimated to exceed $800 billion, placing him among the most powerful people on the planet. And many believe he could become the first trillionaire in history, a living symbol of American ambition. Musk's story is not a fairy tale, but a cold reminder that if you have a vision big enough, persistence deep enough, and dare to take risks when others hesitate, you not only change your own life, you can change the entire world. And in this game, destiny can shift in a single moment. 14 children, with many different women. So how would someone like that spend money? Elon Musk and 14 children, the most shocking family secret in the billion-dollar world. Elon Musk's story does not stop at money or power. It opens another chapter that is complex, controversial, and full of curiosity. Family. By 2026, Musk is believed to be the father of 14 children, a number enough to leave the world stunned. But for him, this seems not just personal, but also carries the tone of a mission, as he is repeatedly warned about the risk of population collapse. The global population decline. This journey began with Justine Wilson, his first wife, with 6 children, and the tragedy of losing their first son, Nevada. Then came Grimes, with 3 children bearing shocking names like XAA-12, followed by Siobhan Zillis, a Neuralink executive, with twins and multiple children through IVF, and most recently, Ashley St. Clair, bringing the total to a number that keeps the media captivated. The result is a family structure that many call non-traditional, even sparking ethical debates. But what truly makes this story explode is not the number 14, but a deeper hypothesis, the genetic legacy. Is Elon Musk simply building a family or operating a personal demographic project? With the mindset of an engineer, Musk does not just talk about the future of humanity. He acts, and having children with highly intelligent women working in advanced technology fields makes many people question whether he is trying to preserve intelligence in his own way. This opens up a highly sensitive debate in American culture, where AI, IVF, and bioethics are always divisive topics. Is Musk building a family or a generation of high IQ descendants to shape the future? Some see this as a bold, even necessary vision. Others view it as a dangerous line between science and control. And then a bigger question emerges, perhaps more shocking than all. If Elon Musk is thinking far enough to build a genetic legacy, then what is he really preparing for? A future on Earth? Or a new civilization on Mars? And here's the strange part. He could buy every supercar in the world. But he does not play by the rules of the ultra-rich. Elon Musk in a car collection that amazes the world, a $1 billion industry. But what we can see very clearly is this. The richest man in the world does not live among gold and marble, but chooses a small house with few amenities, where everything serves work. And that very philosophy is perfectly reflected in Elon Musk's car collection, something that surprises many people. Even hard to believe, because by normal logic, a person who owns hundreds of billions of dollars would have rows of Ferrari, Lamborghini, or Rolls-Royce, filling the garage as a symbol of power. But with Elon Musk, the story goes in a completely different direction. For him, cars are not objects to show off, but simply a tool for transportation, a part of the work ecosystem. And because of that, most of the cars he uses are Tesla, products that he himself created and trusts. The car most frequently seen with Musk is the Tesla Cybertruck, especially at Starbase, Texas, where the rough terrain and industrial environment make this electric truck with its angular, modern, and almost alien design become perfect. And people often see him driving it around the area, sometimes with engineering teams, sometimes with his children. The two most popular Tesla models are also on the list, with the Model Y being practical, family-friendly, and currently one of the best-selling models, while the Model 3 is simple, efficient, and suitable for daily commuting, all reflecting a lifestyle that is not flashy but focused on performance. And then comes a more interesting detail. If you think Elon Musk has never owned expensive supercars, history tells a different story. He once owned a McLaren F, one worth millions of dollars, but crashed it. A Lotus Esprit priced at $1 million, now worth over $20 million, one of only 106 units in existence worldwide. The invisible yacht strategy Elon Musk does not own, but controls the million-dollar game. In the world of billionaires, super yachts worth hundreds of millions of dollars are almost a required symbol. Jeff Bezos is Kourou. Arab tycoons have floating palaces as long as football fields. But Elon Musk goes in a completely different direction. Another strategic move is shifting focus to Texas, where the tax and legal environment is more favorable, helping optimize costs and accelerate expansion. When compared to names like Jeff Bezos or Larry Page, the wealth gap becomes increasingly clear. But the biggest difference is not in the number, but in how Musk uses it, not to enjoy luxury, but as fuel for projects with ambitions to change humanity. Mars, AI energy, and that is where the story becomes truly compelling. Because with the current growth rate, the prospect of Elon Musk becoming the first trillionaire is no longer too far-fetched. But the more important question is not how much money, but is he building wealth or building the future? But Musk does not just want to be rich. He is aiming for something much bigger, controlling the future. Is Elon Musk building a future for humanity? Or building a fortress of power for himself? Do you believe in the image of a minimalist billionaire or a master control? Leave your opinion below, because in this game, we are all pieces within his vision. If you want to continue exploring how the richest people in the world protect their assets, power, and even their lives, from Hollywood-like security systems to means of transportation no one has ever seen, press subscribe.